today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is the National Football League. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Josh Allen and
now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 1. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 41 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And a short pickup.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. ETN up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3rd down and 13. From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Deontay Hardy back deep. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return, here's Agnew. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. Lawrence will throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for just inside the 35-yard line. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Allen now looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown!
James Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
3rd down and 6. Draw play, ETN.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Loose inside the 30. Stephon Diggs.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped. Oh,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before.
Touchdown, Bills!
Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Straight ahead, Etienne. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To the air, Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devon Hamilton able to get him for a loss of about 3. On play action, Allen. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Lloyd in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. Now this plays out. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about.